Matt Roloff and Mama Peggy share special day in remembrance. Little people, big world star Matt Roloff went to Instagram to share a special time spent with his mom Peggy. The two teamed up to have a special day of remembrance. What were they remembering? Keep reading to find out more. lpbw star Matt Roloff went to Instagram to share some time he spent with his mom. He went to see his mom, and the two remembered his father who is in heaven on Father's Day. He shared a photo of himself and his mom and said, "Celebrating my dad's heavenly Father's Day with my sweet mother. Happy Father's Day, Dad, we miss you." Matt got tons of comments on his post, including many wishing him a happy Father's Day. On August 1, 2022, Matt and his family shared the sad news his father had passed away. Ronald was 84 years old when he passed away. His dad suffered from chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which ultimately ended his life. Since then, Matt has continued to support his mom and has assured fans she is living her best life and thriving. Now, in 2024, Matt and his mama got together to celebrate Father's Day in Ron's honor. Matt Roloff also honored his mom Peggy back on Mother's Day this year. He said, "Happy Mother's Day to my mother Hunie Peggy. Some of you might know she recently relocated back to Oregon to be closer to the farm and family. We love having her so close to everybody and most of the grand." He and the family are close to Peggy. Matt helped his mom cope with losing his dad. She and Ronald have been together since grade school. Matt isn't the only one to honor their parents on special days. Little people, big world star Amy Roloff also honored her own father on Father's Day. She went to Instagram and gushed about how much she loves her 95-year-old dad. Amy also noted she will be going to see him at the end of this month. The newest season of lpbw wrapped up earlier this summer, and fans have been wondering if the season finale was actually the series finale. There has no word if the TLC show is being renewed after Zach and Tori Roloff decided they are done with the show. What do you think of Matt and Amy's posts? lpbw fans praise Roloff wife for mental health med stance. Little people, big world fans know that several of the Roloff family members often share controversial opinions online. Recently, one of the Roloff wives shared her position regarding mental health and getting treatment for it with medication, and she is surprisingly getting a lot of support. So, what's the latest on this situation? No matter which section of the Roloff family tree you look at, there are controversial members from each branch. Jeremy Roloff and Audrey Roloff are professional pot stirrers. Almost daily, there's some new controversial opinion or some new way that either Jeremy or Audrey are putting one of their children in danger. Even Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff are known to ruffle a few feathers from time to time. Particularly since cutting ties with TLC and working on their own podcast, both Zach and Tori have expressed some views that have rubbed their listeners the wrong way. So, no matter where you look, you never know what you'll get with the Roloff family. Mental health awareness is a lot more prevalent now than it was 5 to 10 years ago. There is an openness around the conversation that wasn't there before. However, there are still many out and about who view any kind of therapy or prescribed mental health medication as a huge red flag. Recently, Jacob Roloff's wife, Isabel Roloff, made her stance on mental health and medication public. Isabel responded to a Little People Big World fan who encouraged natural remedies over prescribed medication, and the Roloff wife was not having it. Isabel Roloff said, "This line of thinking is what perpetuates the stigmatization of medication and makes people feel bad for taking it. You don't have to take medication if you feel this way, but natural remedies cannot alter my brain chemistry and make my neurodivergence magically disappear." Isabel Roloff went on, saying, "I've tried it all and realized that I don't get any brownie points at the E typically." Isabel Roloff is one of those Roloff family members that most people like to target and criticize. However, following this recent update of her expressing her position on mental health and medication, she is getting a surprising show of support from many viewers. One Little People Big World fan said, "Honestly, first thing I have seen her post that I agree with. Good for her. Also, no shade to Audrey, but if the shoe fits." Another commenter said, "Way to go, Isabel. There is nothing to be ashamed of. We take our medication to get our neurotransmitters balanced." I agree that Mrs. and Mr. Audrey are ones that look down on her. Audrey bragged about not taking Advil or antibiotics in years. She chooses to suffer. I'd much prefer needing medication than having to pretend all is perfect. Audrey Roloff hints Mirabella might be her and Jeremy's last baby in vulnerable post. Former Little People. Big world stars Audrey and Jeremy Roloff may have left the TLC show in 2018, but they've continued sharing their parenting journey and life updates on social media. And recently, Audrey hinted that her daughter, Mirabella, might be their last baby. In 2014, Audrey, 33, and Jeremy, 34, said, "I do" at Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon. They welcomed their first child, a daughter they named Ember, in September 2017. Jeremy and Audrey have since added 3 more children to their family, sons Bode, 4, and Radley, 2, and Mirabella, who arrived in May 2024. But could she really be their last? The mom of 4 took to Instagram on August 18 with a carousel of photos featuring her youngest child. "Quick post all the newborn photos before she's not a newborn," Audrey captioned the update. "I am soaking up every minute with this girl and cherishing it all the best that I can." The doting mom continued her Instagram caption with a vulnerable confession. "This is the first time I thought this may be our last baby," she wrote. "But I'm also feeling more unsure about that as time keeps slipping away and making that realization sink in a little harder. At the same time, there is something settling about the thought that we might be done with the having baby season and moving into a new phase of raising our little crew," Audrey continued. "It's so hard to know." She concluded, "So just in case this is a season of lass, you'll find me reprioritizing the rest of Lily life accordingly." One fellow mama in the same boat as Audrey wrote, "Right there with ya. Just recently had my 4th and I'm not certain that we are done yet." Another Instagram user commented, "I feel the same way and I have the same order of kids' births as y'all. And I came to a realization that 4 was a good number for my family. We just had our 4th and it has to be our last, and I so have these same feelings. It's so hard." Yet another person shared. Audrey's mother-in-law, Amy Roloff, 61, commented, "Precious little girl. God will let you know in time." Another Instagram user advised, "If you're unsure, you're not done. I wish I had more. I was unsure, we decided on a vasectomy because we thought 2 was manageable and enough. I wish we had more." A different fan with kids a bit older offered a perspective, writing, "We're currently embracing our season of 4 children all older than 5 years old. I still can't believe how the time has flown. I've experienced the uncertainty of if we'll have more children. Praying for you, friend. These are amazing." Someone else commented, "Certainly take your time in deciding about another baby or not. I feel you for sure. Such a hard decision."